Hi everyone, and welcome to the TCAT Employee Recognition Banquet. I'd really love to be there tonight, but I'm across the country on a family visit, and so we're going to have to make do with this hokey video. In short, I'm really honored to chair this amazing, important organization. Thanks. We've had a great few years. We're going to continue an amazing few years. There have been some sad moments, particularly recently, Steve Contessa's passing. He was a pleasure to work around, an asset to TCAT, and really a great co-worker to many of the people in this room. And I know his wife, Mary, and their daughters were invited to attend, so please help me in sharing with them what Steve meant as a co-worker and as a friend. These sad moments have come among incredible accomplishments. To mention just a few, TCAT's transported over 4 million riders a year, almost 4 million riders a year, multiple years, year in, year out, and in 2012 we broke that record, and you guys transported over 4 million riders. You showed every one of those riders a friendly, welcoming face, transported them safely, friendly and welcoming, no matter who they are, how old they are, what they look like, where they get on the bus, early, late, whatever, where they're getting off the bus, anything. You're showing every single rider the face of TCAT, and it's a great face. I can say with complete confidence to somebody who's coming in from out of town and says, hey, which bus route do I take? I can say, just go over, just ask a bus driver. They're going to get you where you need to go. They're going to help you out. And you guys do. And you talk to each other over the radio and you make it all work. Kudos. I know there's a few operator trainees here, so you guys are joining a great team. Speaking of a team, part of that team is the maintenance guys. I think you're all guys right now. You have amazing New York State pass rates. That's a hard job to get that inspector to give you a pass. And that's great. You're replacing engines in those maintenance bays. You don't have enough maintenance bays to do the job easily necessarily, but you do replace, with the fleet we have, you replace engines several times a year. Great job, great job. And when these two groups come together, when we do have a road call, you guys are working together to either get a new bus out on the road or to fix that bus in the field and get the passengers going where they need to go. Great teamwork. This is just the regular everyday stuff too. Instances, I was looking back through notes, instances of TCAT staff going above and beyond. And one example we had just recently is a free-range toddler that got corralled. So good job, Jack Shawley, great. Another thing that's been going on for some time is the I Shine, We Shine initiative. Randall Turner did a great job at starting that up, continuing that, doing some book groups and some growing together, and also showcasing some fellow staff. So I hear if you're interested in beekeeping, you should ask Pavel about it. Did a presentation on that recently. Speaking of being a team, one of the things we've done in the past few years is negotiating a really tough labor contract. A thank you to everyone who's involved in that, the administration reps, the UAW reps, all the way from shop stewards all the way to the international. We got through that. It was really good. And I really want all the union staff to know you guys are the ones who are keeping TCAT going, and really, you guys are the ones who are keeping Tompkins County moving, and that's not a joke, you really are. If we weren't pulling together, we wouldn't have been able to do stuff like what I heard about at the end of the year, which was when the administration pulled some of our board members and all of our board aside and said, I think we're going to be able to give back a little bit extra to the staff who are really keeping things going, and we were able to do that, and that felt incredible. If we weren't all pulling together, we wouldn't have been able to do that. No way. So, great job all around. So I'm going to leave it at that with one parting note, which is that as I've come on as board chair this year, TCAT has a lot on our plate in terms of looking forward. not only do we have the usual of trying to secure funding, find funding at the state and federal level, funding that isn't usually there. We sort of have to scrounge for it, and we do time and again. Joe's done a great job in getting that, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work on the part of a lot of people. Got that to keep us in functioning buses, to keep us in operating revenues so that we can pay everyone and keep the expenses rolling. We also have some new things. We have an IT project that's going to computerize what we can, and it's going to allow staff at a lot of levels to be able to do their jobs better and more easily. And maybe, hopefully, very soon we'll see some real-time passenger information out there, which is going to be pretty exciting for a lot of people. We have some other questions, like we've been looking for a while, studying a question of becoming a regional carrier, so it's possible we may choose to really pursue that, to connect with Broome County Transit, to connect with Centra. That would be a big step for TCAT. We have an opportunity to kind of revision TCAT. We got to decide which direction we're going. We could just decide to continue doing the amazing job we've been doing, which would be no slouch at all. So from the board perspective, I appointed a board committee to do a little retreat this spring, and I can just appoint my fellow board members and appoint them to a committee, but I do have to ask for your help because the board can't decide that by ourselves. We are going to pull together. Board's going to be there, a few management staff, about a half dozen or so, a few people from the Citizens Advisory Committee, so passengers, and some of you guys, some of the UAW reps, because you are the ones who are at the core of what TCAT does. So I really need to ask you, do good thinking. Think about where TCAT could go. Think about what TCAT could or should be in the next 5+ years. You can share that with your UAW reps, you can share it with Joe or board members, me of course. We really want to hear from you guys. So this is big stuff, and we need to know that everybody's on board and thinking about these decisions that we're making. So, thank you. I think there's some awards due. Some awards for safety, for great performance, for longevity and seniority, and I think that it's time to go on with that. Congratulations, everyone. I'm going to ask my fellow board members to stand up if they can, since I can't be there to shake your hands. There's a bunch of them here tonight, I think more than half. Thanks.